warranty.
I'm going to cost you a fortune at the dealership, Cheryl.
Well, at Midas, our experts will tell you what needs fixing now and what can wait. And they don't laugh at people.
I'm sorry, Cheryl. No, I'm not. I am not sorry at all.
Get the Midas Touch maintenance package with oil change, tire rotation, and more. Use your Midas credit card and get a rebate of $20. Go to Midas.com to make an appointment. Trust the Midas Touch.
Heartburn.
Did someone say burn? Try Alka-Seltzer Relief Chews. They work just as fast and are proven to taste better than Tums Smoothies assorted fruit.
Amazing.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
My budget was always second-guessing me when I'd buy stuff for the family. Fingerhut. 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 At Fingerhut.com, we can shop with low monthly payments, over 200,000 items and growing from brands like Samsung, Lego, and KitchenAid. Just click on over to Fingerhut.com to get the credit you deserve and great stuff for your family. Oh, not Fingerhut. I got that at a garage sale for $1.
It's nearly Memorial Day, so hurry into Lowe's for these great deals, like the Charbroil Advantage Series 4-burner gas grill, now only $249, plus the Safford patio set for only $598. So before this Memorial Day, come to Lowe's and enjoy special savings.
Good Friday morning. Welcome back to AMHQ. 42 minutes past the hour. How about a live view of the radar in California? You're looking at the rain that's coming down and also some snow that's happening right along the Sierra. So very important to the ongoing drought in California. Again, right now, we're going to continue to track this live radar, but the snow and the rain is going to be the big story for the day out west.
Yeah, Yosemite Village, you're looking at it. That's right along, basically right along the ridge tops is where you see that develop in the form of snow. We should definitely put a little bit of geographic notation on our maps. Note to self. Let's do that so we can show you where the mountains are. Hey, let's talk to somebody who's actually underneath that snow in the mountain right now. Kirkwood Mountain Resort in the Lake Tahoe region. A friend of the show, Kevin Cooper. Hey, Coop, what's it like?
Morning, Sam. How you doing?
Now we got you. We got great audio. I know you're on the mountain, but now you surprised us all by showing us the water behind you. So what's it like on the mountain?
It's actually looking really good out here. I'm at 6,200 feet. On the south shore, 2 to 3 inches. But up over on the north shore, up by Squaw Valley, Alpine Meadows, and over at North Star, there's actually 4 to 6 inches over on the Donner Summit side. And that is at lake level. And then as you get up to the upper elevations, 8,500 feet and above 9,000 feet, somewhere between 8 and 10 inches. On the south shore, that storm really did wrap around, hit Kirkwood at the base of Kirkwood, 7,800 feet. We're looking at 6 inches, but it also works its way down towards Mammoth as well, and we're looking at anywhere between 10 inches to a foot down towards that Mammoth area. And that's that shot I just heard you guys referencing Yosemite. That system passed over the top of Yosemite. Low pressure set in, and we're looking at snow showers throughout the day today, and then another round coming in Monday, Sunday into Monday. So really good news for California for sure.
Hey, I know that everything's closed up there, but folks have got to be psyched just to get a little bit of snowpack because I know it was looking dry.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody's really excited, especially around the basin. I mean, we're getting in. It's May right now, going through spring. We're going to open up into our summer season. North Star is going to open up its mountain bike park here Memorial Day weekend. Heavenly as well, doing all of its summer activities. So it's great for the mountain biking, tacking down that dirt. Great for all the activities up here. And especially right here on the lake, every little bit of rain will help for the lake so people can get out and recreate on it.
Yeah, so thanks for showing us because it's nice to see that water. Hey, Coop, why did you torture me with the pictures of the surfing? You tortured Jim and I. Had to send us the images. Where were you surfing?
We were down in Santa Cruz at Stavers. Just a total fluke. My wife and I went for a camping trip and happened to hit, we're calling it 10-foot Tuesday, and it was just awesome down there. Bluebird skies, great waves.
Yeah, you
really
were ripping them. You look great, Coop. You got good stance. Everybody's looking good out there on the water. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. We've got that little bit of snow coming your way. Coop, just hang with us and keep telling us what's going on and send us those pictures as you do. Kevin Cooper, thank you, at Kirkwood Mountain Resort. Just fantastic. In case you're making plans just 1 week away from Memorial Day weekend, well, it's not too late to book your inexpensive. I like to use the word inexpensive, although I'm thinking saving some cash. Budget travel. Contributing editor Darlie Newman is joining us live. Hey, Darlie, how are you?
Hey, Sam. I'm here to give you some good deals.
All right. Happy Friday, and let's rock and roll with them. Where should we start?
Let's start in the Pacific Northwest, the Columbia River Gorge area. There are going to be over 30 wineries and tasting rooms opening their doors with special events, live music, and discounted wine, including Mary Hill Winery. They have tournament quality bocce courts there. I don't know if you're into bocce, Sam.
I am with a little bit of wine.
But also discounted. You've got a discounted price to get you there. I know, right? And you can stay nearby at the Ponderosa Motel. Rates start at $89 a night. It's family friendly and budget friendly. So
that's fantastic.
That's more. Right, more in your wallet for wine.
Okay, I love that. All right, so let's talk about Denver, because I know you had some great bargains there.
Denver is a great city year-round, but during Memorial Day weekend, there's pro sports event. There's live music. The Denver Day of Rock is happening. There's a downtown arts festival. There'll be artists coming in from all over the state. So there's lots to do in Denver, and you can stay right downtown at the Hampton Inn and Suites. Rates are starting at $149 a night. So again, more money to do more in Denver.
Okay, and it's a good weekend because of all the activities they have. And Atlanta as well, we should highlight.
Atlanta, your neck of the woods, Sam. I don't know if you're into jazz music.
I am, with a little bit of wine.
Well, there's one of the largest free jazz festivals in the country is going on in Atlanta, so something to check out. And you can actually also head just a little over 30 minutes outside the city to Stone Mountain Park.
Yeah.
This is a great place for families. I don't know if you've been, but you might want to check it out. They're going to have a Salute to the Troops fireworks extravaganza, as well as lots of recreational things. If you're not afraid of heights, you might want to try the Sky Hike. It's a ropes course. It's up to 4 stories in the air, so
fantastic.
I don't know if you're up for that challenge, but fantastic.
Darlene Newman, always great ideas.
Spelunking in soggy pants. Spelunking in Duluth dry on the fly pants. Duluth trading dry on the fly pants. Dry your legs, lickety split. Get a pair. Only at DuluthTrading.com.
In a matter of seconds, your life can change.
My kid's still in school.
And it just hit us.
This was it. The Weather Channel's most watched original program is back.
Things are just going everywhere. It was a nightmare. And then it was silent.
This is just the beginning of what's to come.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
For most people, earning cash back ends here at the purchase. But the City Double Cash Card doesn't end there. It lets you earn cash back when you buy and again as you pay. That's cash back twice. It's cash back with a side of cash back. The Citi Double Cash Card, the only card that lets you earn cash back twice on every purchase, with 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. With 2 ways to earn, it makes a lot of other cards seem one-sided.
Are you sending your kids to school with an allergy medicine that may make them drowsy? Only Children's Claritin provides non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief.
And it's the #1 pediatrician recommended non-drowsy brand.
In class and out, your kids can live Claritin Clear.
Fact. Advil is not only strong, it's gentle on your body too. No wonder doctors and patients have trusted Advil for their tough pains for over 30 years. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil.
Let's do this. We start here, talk to her, pick up some of that, a few of those. Okay, a lot of those. Then dirt, plants, water, just a little time, and then boom. Spring. Big time. Let's do this. Toro days are here, and so are big savings. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Xfinity sales professionals are always on the go, meeting new people every day. They're helping families get the latest Xfinity products and services. And they're making customers happy. Jumpstart your career with the best sales training in the industry. Great benefits like discounts on your own Xfinity services and the potential for high earnings. Have what it takes? Apply today and see what doors open for you.
Nutrition Smart wants you to be smart with your nutrition. Save more this month with 20% off Thursdays. That's right, get 20% off store-wide every Thursday this month. Shop the latest in organic fruits and vegetables, the largest selection of vitamins and supplements, and a variety of natural health and beauty supplies. Be smart at Nutrition Smart. Opposite side from Publix next to ABC Liquors in Palm Beach Gardens. Nutrition Smart.
All you got to do is show us something that's amazing out there. We love to see your pictures, and every picture you share, we'll try to share it as well, right?
Good morning. Just about 8 minutes before the top of the hour on this Friday, and I promise this will make your day. How cute is this? The Georgia Aquarium releasing video of their new baby beluga. So is the water warm? New mom Maris gave birth to the more than 126-pound baby. 59-inch long calf on Mother's Day. I mean, how perfect is this? The aquarium says the baby is doing well, but still remains under 24-hour care. The Georgia Aquarium plans to hold a naming contest. Belugas are extremely intelligent animals. And you said that was tiny, 126. Imagine giving birth to a 126-pound baby.
That little round knob on the head right there is actually really soft and kind of squishy. And it's like their sonar. That's how they know what's going on around them. And it's the most amazing thing to kind of connect with the beluga whale and just kind of, they're wonderful. They're just incredible. I hope everyone gets a chance to see them. I have a thing.
And I heard that actually the mom will stay awake 24 hours, like does not sleep.
Very, very maternal, very, very caring, really just awesome.
Right. So all you new moms who don't get sleep, look at that beluga.
Yeah, you're just like a beluga whale.
You feel just like a beluga.
We didn't mean it.
I mean it like that. Enter to save us, please.
Yeah, let's get to Dr. Greg.
He'll save us. Yes.
I'll do my best, guys. I don't know you've gone too far, I think. Let's have a look at the weekend severe weather threat, which does include today. So it's really several days here. We're going to be worried about all kinds of severe weather, hail, high winds, and even some tornadoes. That's the area today outlined. Here's tomorrow's. I'm just going to give you the overview real quick to get you alert ahead of the game to know what to expect. It's not just going to be tomorrow. It's also on Sunday. Everything moves a little bit farther to the east, including Chicago, St. Louis, Little Rock, and Dallas, Texas. Yes, everybody's at play there. And let's look at what's going on now. We have a lot of thunderstorm activity in western Nebraska. There's a lot of convection ongoing with lightning, and we've seen this all morning long. There's a significant amount of lift right now moving through the area, but that's all going to get out of the way. And later on today, we're going to see the redevelopment of thunderstorms with the possibility of some tornadoes, and we've got torcons of 4 here. 40% chance of a tornado within 50 miles of a location in southern South Dakota and parts of western Nebraska, which if I were a chaser, I would head out probably to western Nebraska, not far away from this triple point here near the warm front low dry line intersection. I think the biggest of all the storms today is going to be along that zone near that moving warm front. You get all kinds of twisting winds near the warm front, and the thunderstorms can sometimes tap that and become supercellular, and I think that will happen today in western Nebraska, southern South Dakota, even southeastern Wyoming, and maybe even northeastern Colorado. Tomorrow, things get a little bit more widespread, and the main upper level feature of interest moves into territory here of the middle of the country, and that will bring stronger upper level winds, greater instability, which is why we uptick, I think, the severe weather chances tomorrow. Here's where the greatest instability is going to be tomorrow to support and fuel very large thunderstorms with hail and high winds, and of course the possibility of tornadoes exists in part because we have some very strong winds aloft. They're going to be rotating their way into that area that is already going to, we think, experience some pretty strong instability. So when you overlay those two together across the region, you get the sense that, I think it's going to happen in that zone tomorrow. Sunday, again, continues on its eastward movement. We're going to have Chicago, Minneapolis, yes, St. Louis, Little Rock, Shreveport, Dallas, all at risk for all modes of severe weather, hail, high winds, and even the chance of tornadoes. Guys, back to you in the studio. I hope you're behaving yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are.
Indeed.
We got it back together.
Indeed, we are. We are. Yes, sir.
All right. We're a lot of people talking to us on social. A big weekend. We've got NASCAR. We've got the Preakness. We also have the Volvo Ocean Race in Newport. Barbara in Grand Island, Nebraska. It's a big graduation weekend there. Quick forecast, Sam, for her.
Let's see. I'm looking at your Saturday and Sunday. There's a chance of thunderstorms, Barbara. I know you asked us all this. 73 degrees on Saturday. Sunday's just partly cloudy at 77.
In the meantime, on your screen, you're looking at snow. Yes, in May. Yes, in Arizona. The National Weather Office in Belmont saying that now it's at 6.2 inches of snow.
That's beautiful, though. Look at that. Hello, Flagstaff.
Wow. They average about a day.
We showed the radar a little earlier, and you can see that whole spine of the high elevation there that's getting some snow. Okay, go ahead, A-Rod. I'm sorry.
That's all we have for social. Keep sending us those pictures. Have an amazing weekend. We have the GIF. Do we have it? What do you do when you're a groundskeeper and there's a rain delay?
You lose
in
your mind.
California, you just lose control and you start slipping and sliding.
You back it up, apparently.
Those are kind of like my moves,
and then
aren't
you
they?
slide.
That's my kind of game. Yeah. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, because first of all, it doesn't happen very often, so you might as well enjoy the tarp, enjoy the slide. Have an amazing weekend.
Be safe. Weather Center Live is up next. Jen Carfagno and Julie Martin. We'll see you on Monday.
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Joining us today on Weather Center Live, I'm Jen Carfagno.
And I'm Julie Martin. And here we go again. We have another weekend of more severe weather with the potential for some tornadoes.
Yeah, this pattern, a lot like last weekend. We're going to break it down and show you what's different and what's the same and what you can expect. Severe weather outbreak again. And we'll time it out for you day by day. Starting today, who will see the risk of severe weather and what you can expect.
And flood or famine, the West experiencing torrential rainfall, but it's a small drop in the bucket when it comes to the drought. We'll take a look at just how much more rain will be needed to help.
And that includes places like San Diego. We could set a record for the month of May. We'll talk about how much more rain we are going to get here in Southern California. No sunshine out there today, Julie.
No, we've got the rain to come. That is a big story that we are tracking out there. We've got that along with the threat of severe weather for today. So right now we are looking at Nebraska and South Dakota, portions of even Oklahoma getting in line for the possibility of hail, damaging winds and tornadoes. So you see the red zone there on the map. We're talking about Dodge City, Elk City, Scottsbluff. Already seeing a few storms this morning in western Nebraska, Jen, but we've got more to come later on today.
Yeah, Yeah, it's actually the storms later on that we're more worried about, Julie. So let's break it down and what we're expecting here across the region for today. We do have some active weather right now in parts of Nebraska, up into South Dakota as well. A couple of showers and storms out there around the central Nebraska area. Now, one thing you want to notice is what's happening, and it's really all related to the west. You see this big dip in our jet stream right out here, all across portions of the west, like this here. This is dipping in, and the energy that's going to drive the whole weekend outbreak is coming in. It's going to come. But you'll also notice all these little disturbances that are sort of spinning around out here across portions of the west. It's a very busy, sort of messy kind of pattern. It's all going to help trigger showers and thunderstorms and possible severe weather across portions of the plains starting today. So for today, we've got that big upper low in the west. We have our jet stream energy starting to move in and work into the plains. We're going to see our area of low pressure at the surface develop here in the lee side of the Rockies. And so we'll have everything coming together. The cold front, the warm front, the dry line will be a focus today. A lot of moisture. I mean, you know how wet it has been here with the rainfall. Even more moisture returning to the area, and that will also add to the instability. Get those clouds to get going here today once there is a trigger. So we're watching in the red zone: Scottsbluff, Grand Island, Salina, Dodge City, Elk City, all in the red zone for today for the risk of thunderstorms. I think damaging winds might be the primary mode of severe weather, but there's a tornado threat. We have a 4 in the Torcon in South Dakota, Nebraska, into portions of Wyoming as well, and then a 3 in western Kansas and extreme northeastern Colorado as well. So there is that tornado threat there today. Want to make sure you have a way all day and evening to get your warnings. The timing of this is going to be continuing to develop more storms into the afternoon and into the evening. That's today. Julie, very busy day and even busier day tomorrow too.
Yeah, it's going to be really busy as well for you in Oklahoma City. Good morning to you. Pretty cloudy out there right now. A few scattered storms, but we will see some more thunderstorms come tomorrow night. In fact, tomorrow a very big day in terms of severe weather. So let's take a look at the forecast for you in Oklahoma City. Of course, we're expecting to see things ramp up late tomorrow afternoon into the evening. So we'll start off tomorrow morning with maybe some hit or miss storms, but certainly that threat will increase as we move throughout the day. Taking a look at your severe thunderstorm forecast for tomorrow, we are looking at some very strong storms, very likely all the way from Kansas in through Omaha, Nebraska, all the way up into Fargo at least. And we are looking at the potential for hail, damaging winds, and certainly tornadoes as well. In fact, the parameters are looking pretty good for some tornadoes tomorrow. Here's our setup. We have these winds coming here from the south, these southerly winds at the surface, and the mid-level winds as well, meeting up. All of this being fed by some moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. Our jet stream has retreated to the north, so there is plenty of energy out there. We're looking at a Torcon of 4 for you here in northwest Texas for Saturday. We have a 5 in line for western and central Oklahoma and Kansas, so about a 50% chance of a tornado there for you, and a 4 for central and eastern Nebraska for your Saturday. So definitely a big day out there for you in Omaha as well. We'll likely start off with cloudy conditions for you on Saturday morning. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s. Hit or miss storms in the afternoon, and then really seeing that severe threat ramp up as we get into Saturday night, even into the overnight hours. So obviously a dangerous time when a lot of people are going to sleep. We're going to keep tracking that for you, all of the latest watches and warnings as well. And then, Jen, we see all of this move into the Midwest.
That's right, Julie. It keeps on going this weekend here. Storm system continues to be on the move. So Minneapolis, you've got that Saturday threat. Chicago, we take it into you on Sunday. We will watch St. Louis as well. You know, all spots not bad right now, especially St. Louis. Looks beautiful out there. Enjoy your dry times. Enjoy your blue sky because things are changing this weekend. So let's look at Chicago. Sunday is the day we are concerned about the risk for some thunderstorms that may be severe. We time it out for you starting early in the day, even before lunchtime. We may see thunderstorms that turn severe continuing into the evening hours, but then after that we will be drying out and clearing out. Actually 10 o'clock, you see just a few clouds at that point. So this is a Sunday daytime and early evening type of issue for Chicago. Here's the red zone on Sunday, and you can see it's really just our storm system tracking east. A lot of the energy at this point will be sort of coming up into parts of Canada, but we're still going to see our front out here. We're still going to see very strong jet stream winds across this region. So looking for the risk of strong damaging winds. There is that threat for hail, and there is a tornado threat as well on Sunday. And, you know, show you what's going on here. At the surface, you're going to get that warm, moist flow. Gulf of Mexico air heading all the way up into the upper Midwest here. So surface winds are from the south. Mid-level winds will be from the southwest, and it's that turning of the winds that leads to the potential potential of supercells and that rotating thunderstorm risk. Torcons are out for parts of Wisconsin. We've got a 3 in eastern Minnesota and most of Wisconsin on the Torcon scale for you on Sunday. Eastern Iowa, northwestern Illinois, also a 3 on the Torcon. That's a 30% chance of tornadoes forming. Minneapolis for us, we do have that chance of storms late in the day into Saturday, but also it continues overnight and into Sunday morning. You might see storms around before lunch, during church, when you leave church, and then after brunch into the early afternoon. We get a return to sunshine before the sun sets on Sunday evening, but still dealing with storms throughout the good chunk of the first half of the day. Julie.
All right, thank you, Jen. You know, we're also tracking a very active weather day in the West right now. Coming up, where scenes like this are taking place in California and where rainfall records could fall today. We have a lot more rain coming there for you in California. Grand Isle, Nebraska, looking at a severe weather threat for you, and that will continue throughout the afternoon and through early dinner time. We'll track that, plus your latest Torcons when we come back.
So you think this chip is nothing to worry about? Well, at Safelite, we know sooner or later, every chip will crack. These friends were on a trip when their windshield got chipped. So they scheduled at Safelite.com. They didn't have to change their plans or worry about a thing.
I'll see you in a little bit.
And I fixed it right away with a strong repair they can trust. Plus, with most insurance, a Safelite repair is no cost to you.
Really?
Being there whenever you need us, that's another Safelite advantage.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Anna, Tom, what can I help you find today?
We are repainting, but our kids are tough on walls.
I totally get it. You need Valspar. It's our best paint. It'll stand up to the wildest play dates.
That is exactly what we need.
Do not hit your brother.
And you know, with the Valspar color guarantee, if you don't like the color, you get a new one free.
What?
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Change color for free?
We've been doing that for years. Hey, Val, check it out. Hey, Val.
I see you, honey.
Getting help at the paint studio at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
With its black tie style and green-minded smarts, it's easy to see why many consider Jeep Grand Cherokee to be the gold standard. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now during the Jeep Drive and Discover event. Get 0% financing on the 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever.
Time to sweat, boys. Big time.
Let's get this thing right. This is my one shot.
I have made fire!
Fat Guys in the Woods. The new season starts June 7th, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Monday morning, where are those weekend severe thunderstorms headed next? And you can hear thunder, but now can you see it? It all starts at 5 Eastern on Wake Up with Al and 7 Eastern on AMHQ.
Before ISS, before Hubble, we built the most extraordinary machine. Stand nose to nose with Space Shuttle Atlantis, one of thousands of exciting things to explore at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex in Orlando. Always exploring.
It starts with a subtle wave, then builds into soft fingers, lifting sails and spirits. Nothing makes us feel more alive than a summer breeze, drifting with us on the water, chasing us through the trees, and playing along the whole day. In the Great Lakes Bay region, the summer breeze is blowing. Where it's headed is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at Michigan.org.
When you're waiting for summer, every second feels like an eternity. So when it finally arrives, make every second count on a Sea-Doo watercraft. At the Countdown to Summer sales event, get up to a 5-year warranty or save up to $1,000.
Before Chris Hadfield, before Sally Ride, we turned ordinary people into heroes. Shake hands with a hero at Astronaut Encounter, one of thousands of exciting things to explore at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex in Orlando. Always exploring.
Well, the weekend storms are all beginning in the west. That's where all the energy is coming from. So check out some of these scenes. Storms and torrential rains causing havoc in some of these areas, including LA and Las Vegas, San Diego.
Can you believe it? It's May and we've got cars stuck in standing water in San Diego. Hail fell in Las Vegas yesterday, and check out Los Angeles. Field crew had a little trouble getting the tarp out at Dodger Stadium. Visibility was reduced out there on the roads as well. But, you know, talking about the Dodgers, they don't have a lot of rainouts. Their last true rainout was April 2000. So they don't have a lot of experience with the tarps either.
They didn't get a lot of rain in LA, and it has been quite the anomaly out there, especially in San Diego. Let's take a look at some of these records. Now, rainfall since May 1st, Jen, 2.11 inches. Incredible, considering the entire month averages about 0.12.
I mean, even for the rainiest of months, this is a lot of rain for San Diego. So we are certainly concerned about any flooding concerns again today as we get another round of heavy rain in. You know, May rain in Southern California is unusual. May rain heaviest in San Diego is even more unusual.
I know, and it looks like we're still getting some pretty heavy bands of rain coming in here in the Chula Vista area, heading up toward you in San Diego. So more rain to come. And if we widen out and look at the bigger picture, it's barely missing LA. It's starting to get into Orange County right now, but it's looking like some of that heavier moisture might be a little south of LA for today.
And that's really what we expect, is for a lot of it to come in south of there. But we are still going to be watching for some shower activity still possible in LA. Downtown, it was less than a quarter of an inch officially yesterday at the downtown observing site. But you know, there's other places that picked up a little more rainfall, and you certainly saw it in the traffic on the roads. It was a mess out there with the rain.
Doesn't take much. And if we track this out a little bit, you can see there, as we were mentioning, a lot of that rain moving a little south of LA. And then by 10 o'clock tonight, it's pretty much said and done.
Yes. So you'll be out of this by tomorrow for sure. But, you know, certainly we have one more day where we got some rain chances. Now, will this rain help the drought? That's a big question, right?
That's right. And California's drought's only getting more intense just as the state enters the hottest months of the year.
NBC News' Miguel Almaguer has a startling and exclusive look at the severity and extent of the state's decreasing water levels.
Lake Oroville is symbolic of the drought out west. This is the second largest reservoir in this region. Spend just a few minutes here and you'll quickly see why the outlook is grim.
It can hold 3.5 million acre-feet of water. This massive lake, a critical water supply for our daily lives. From drinking to irrigation, even fighting fires, the water is pumped to cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles. The shoreline at Oroville spans 167 miles, and that's where you see it most.
The dramatic water loss is exposing a vast terrain of brown hills and valleys that used to be submerged. California's drought is changing our landscape.
During the good years, you can see the water line just below this bridge. But after a crippling dry spell, now 4 years long, the water is dropping every day, plunging some 150 feet. And it's not just Oroville in trouble.
Every major reservoir in California, and there are 12 scattered across this state, plays a major role in water supply and distribution. But water levels are at historic lows, and they're dropping every day. Many, like this reservoir, are operating at just a fraction of capacity.
California is in a state of emergency. Even the occasional rain won't put a dent in the current drought.
Water levels at reservoirs all across the state won't rise anytime soon. It's replenished here by rainfall and the melting snowpack. The forecast calls for neither of those, so California's drought shows no sign of ending anytime soon. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Lake Oroville, California.
Coming up, we are going to track what's happening in the west and how it affects us in the plains. We've got that threat of dangerous severe weather this weekend.
That's right. Coming up, a look at where the highest risk for tornadoes will be, including the timing and the impacts for cities like Dallas, Texas, in line for those strong storms.
tree we carved our names in is still here?
That's probably dead.
How much fun is this?
What?
What a beautiful sunset.
If you like sunsets.
Whether you're sweet or salty, you'll love Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Bars.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, most homes have air leaks and drafts that waste so much energy, it's like leaving a window open in your home all year long. Don't let another year go by. Call Champion Windows at 844-4CHAMPION. And right now, you can get 25% off of new windows for your home. Plus, Champion now offers no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. So call 844-4CHAMPION today, because every home needs a champion.
One of the Foot's favorite rituals happens at the water's edge. Here they must look their best. Smooth, beautiful skin is an advantage. The others can only hide in shame. Introducing the new Dr. Scholl's Dreamwalk Express Pedi.
You wouldn't buy a car without taking it for a spin. And it's, well, just a car. Test drive our full lineup, only at your local John Deere dealer.
Make the journey as extraordinary as the destination. The exquisitely designed Lexus ES and ES Hybrid. Unforgettable. Get 0.9% financing on the 2015 ES 350. See your Lexus dealer.
Andrew, Rita, Sandy. Meet Chris, Jackie, Joe. Minor damage or major disaster. When you need us most, we're there. State Farm. We're a force of nature, too.
Control the weather, so we build things to harness it.
This is about how far you can push yourself.
Xfinity sales professionals are always on the go, meeting new people every day. They're helping families get the latest Xfinity products and services. And they're making customers happy. Jumpstart your career with the best sales training in the industry. Great benefits like discounts on your own Xfinity services and the potential for high earnings. Have what it takes? Apply today and see what doors open for you.
If you're not happy with how your allergy medicine treats your congestion, rethink relief with Nasacort Allergy 24-Hour. Unlike antihistamines that target only one cause of your symptoms, Nasacort stops more, relieving the worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. It's non-addictive and has no harsh taste, and unlike Flonase, it's scent and alcohol-free. And it's available over the counter at full prescription strength. Rethink your relief with Nasacort. It stops more of what makes you miserable.
Monday morning, where are those weekend severe thunderstorms headed next? And you can hear thunder, but now can you see it? It all starts at 5 Eastern on Wake Up with Al and 7 Eastern on AMHQ.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
We already have some rain and a couple of thunderstorms out there right now in portions of Nebraska. You can see around North Platte and north of town, central Nebraska up towards Valentine. We've got showers and some thunderstorms.
That's right. And you know what? We're likely to see more of these storms really build as we get into the evening and the afternoon, late afternoon hours especially. But we're taking a look now at some of that lightning coming up near I-80 as well and moving off to the north.
All right, so thunderstorms at the moment that we are tracking up there. We'll watch that area later today as well, and we'll get to more on what you can expect. Let's go to Dallas area where we've got some thunderstorms on the Dallas side of town right now, continuing to move up from south to north. You know, as been the case here, it could be some embedded thunder and lightning, but certainly some heavy rain is going to continue to be one of the biggest concerns across this area.
And you know, I was looking up some stats on Dallas, and they are already almost 6 inches above in terms of their yearly rainfall totals here. And so the more rain that they're getting is just so not needed, and we're looking at some flash flood advisories as well for Dallas, I think all the way through Sunday.
Yeah, so of course that's going to be a big concern, along with the risk for severe weather. You look at the forecast here, and we are concerned about thunderstorms not just today but also right through the upcoming weekend. So severe weather chances Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we'll break down what you can expect and when here as we continue to look at your forecast. All right, so let's talk about the rain. And here in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area and all of North and Central Texas, we've got Tom Bradshaw, meteorologist in charge of the National Weather Service for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Tom, thanks for joining us this morning. When you look at your forecast for the next couple of days, what concerns you the most?
Well, good morning. It's certainly been a wet spring so far. Our big concern right now is the fact that we have pretty much saturated soils and streams that are still running pretty high. We do think we're going to get another round of showers and thunderstorms across North Texas, and that's going to lead to an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain across a good part of the area. Maybe some isolated amounts of 3 to 5 inches, and that's just going to lead to some renewed flash flooding and probably extending the duration of a lot of the river flooding that we have.
And Tom, the bulk of your rain has actually come in since March. I was looking at some of the numbers, and it's just very impressive, to say the least, how much rain you've actually accumulated in such a short amount of time. But now that you have that saturated ground, there's a big problem as well, right?
Absolutely. You know, they say in Texas the best way to end a drought here is with flash flooding, and that's certainly been the case here, like you said, from March, and then particularly in the latter part of April, first part of May. You know, we're anywhere from 5 to now 8 inches above normal in many areas of North Texas.
Let's talk about the severe weather risk when it comes to either strong winds, damaging winds, or hail, or even the tornado risk. What do you see this weekend with that?
Well, unfortunately, you know, we've had our share of that as well this spring. And as we get into the weekend, particularly Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, we are looking at another round of severe thunderstorms with the potential for pretty much all types of severe weather, not only large hail, damaging winds. Once again, we're going to be looking at the risk of some isolated tornadoes, unfortunately.
Are the people there a little tired? Are they fatigued from all of this wet and severe weather? It seems like every week there's more.
They absolutely are. You know, I mean, everyone was clamoring for rain. We knew that we were under water restrictions and whatnot, but now that the rain has been pretty much a standard feature day after day, yeah, people are looking for some sunshine and some warm, dry days.
Tom Bradshaw, meteorologist in charge of the National Weather Service in Dallas and Fort Worth. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we're going to talk more about the severe weather risk as we get you into the weekend, because he mentioned the fact that Saturday afternoon and evening going to be a busy time there in Dallas. We got a pretty large red zone again on our map this weekend. So coming up next, we'll talk with the Storm Prediction Center's Greg Carbon about the severe weather threats.
And we're also talking about some of the areas at risk outside of Dallas for more dangerous storms. We'll take a closer look at the timing and the impacts for tomorrow, which, as Jen mentioned, a very widespread area.
Yeah, and you know, all the energy coming from the west, which is causing this rain in San Diego. We had more than an inch of rain yesterday. We'll let you know how much you could get today.
We could tell you about the years of research and development, how we forged advanced high-strength steel to make the frame stronger yet lighter, the countless hours spent testing the suspension and tuning every sound from the engine to the trunk. But until you get behind the wheel, you have no idea. The completely redesigned Hyundai Sonata.
Are you sending your kids to school with an allergy medicine that may make them drowsy? Only Children's Claritin provides non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief.
And it's the #1 pediatrician-recommended non-drowsy brand.
In class and out, your kids can live Claritin Clear.
Today's the day. More and more people with type 2 diabetes are learning about long-acting Levemir.
As my diabetes changed, it got harder to control my blood sugar. Today, I'm asking about Levemir.
Levemir is an injectable insulin that can give you blood sugar control for up to 24 hours. And Levemir helps lower your A1C. Levemir lasts 42 days without refrigeration. That's 50% longer than Lantus, which lasts 28 days. Levemir comes in FlexTouch, the latest in insulin pen technology from Novo Nordisk.
Levemir is a long-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults and children with diabetes and is not recommended to treat diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not use Levemir if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. The most common side effect is low blood sugar, which may cause symptoms such as sweating, shakiness, confusion, and headache. Severe low blood sugar can be serious and life-threatening. Ask your doctor about alcohol use, operating machinery, or driving. Other possible side effects include injection site reactions. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take and all of your medical conditions. Check your blood sugar. Your insulin dose should not be changed without asking your doctor. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing, sweating, extreme drowsiness, swelling of your face, tongue, or throat, dizziness, or confusion.
Today's the day to ask about Levemir FlexTouch. Covered by most health insurance and Medicare plans.
Now with a full line of independent rear suspension options, the Foreman, Rubicon, and Rancher automatic DCT models are equally ready to work and have fun. Part of the growing ATV family from Honda. Now get low fixed financing rates plus up to $500 in bonus bucks during the Honda Dream Garage sales event.
I take Prilosec OTC each morning for my frequent heartburn. Because it gives me zero heartburn.
Prilosec OTC, the #1 doctor-recommended frequent heartburn medicine for 9 straight years. 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
Control the weather, so we build things to harness it.
This is about how far you can push yourself.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Monday morning, where are those weekend severe thunderstorms headed next? And you can hear thunder, but now can you see it? It all starts at 5 Eastern on Wake Up with Al and 7 Eastern on AMHQ.
Well, golfers, how is this for a water hazard? The Lake Ridge Country Club in Lubbock, Texas, greens and fairways turned into lakes and rivers.
You see that lightning out there, too?
Oh,
Yikes. Lubbock breaking the daily record for rainfall yesterday with 1.24 inches. It's now the 3rd wettest May on record. And as we heard yesterday, there are no areas in Texas in the exceptional drought, which is the worst drought category. But now we've got the flood threat, and that isn't over yet. In a few minutes, we'll show you who could see even more rain and more floodwaters.
It really is the case of too little or too much. Thanks so much for staying with us here on Weather Center Live. I'm Julie Martin.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. I think Tom Bradshaw for the National Weather Service in Dallas said it right, which is, often the drought in Texas will end with a flood, and that's what's happening with too much rain.
Absolutely. Well, it's a pattern that we're stuck in, and it's bringing very dangerous weather on the weekends. It's always on the weekends, right? Like this destructive tornado in Lake City, Iowa on Sunday. Now, the National Weather Service has just rated that that as an EF1. Some incredible video we have there coming out of Iowa. Again, this is from last weekend, but we have more severe weather to come this weekend, starting with today, really, Jen.
Starting today and starting right now, actually, yeah, severe thunderstorm warning just came out. I'll show you that in just a moment. You know, we look at the big area that we're tracking today for the risk of storms that may be severe. It includes places like Scottsbluff, Grand Island, Salina, down towards Dodge City, all the way into Oklahoma, including right around the Elk City area. Now, widespread, I think most likely it's going to be either damaging winds or hail as the main threat, but there is a tornado risk today, and we'll get to that too. I want to show you this area right here around the Lincoln, Nebraska area that we are tracking now under a severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service just issued this for Lancaster County until 10:15 local time. There could be hail within this cell. In fact, our radar indicating to us that it could be about 1-inch size hail. The National Weather Service warnings indicating that it may be about ping pong ball size hail. This tracking up to the north at 30 miles per hour, and Lincoln here, it's about 17 miles away from you. So tracking it in your direction by about 9:50 local time. So that is one thing we're watching. We're also watching for you what's happening across the west, because believe it or not, it is all related. We've got a big dip in our jet stream across the west, and that jet stream energy is going to come into play to drive the severe weather risk in the heartland. We're going to see these little disturbances here. You see, look, a lot of little spins out there on the water vapor. The main energy is right out here coming into Southern California. This all tracks out into the middle of the country and is going to lend to the risk of storms that could turn severe. We've got, as we look ahead to today, a large area where we could see storm clouds building. This is where we have our greatest available energy, or convective potential energy, right here across the middle of the country. We overlay that with the areas that the strongest winds are going to come into, Julie. And so when we see everything come together, that's when we're going to look for that risk of severe weather. And it's really across portions of the north central plains.
And we have more severe weather coming on Saturday as well. In fact, a very big risk of even tornadoes for that day. So as we take a look at Dallas here, some thunderstorms certainly expected for you today. Temperatures are going to be up in the 80s. Saturday, more hit or miss storms late afternoon and evening for your Saturday, and then Sunday maybe a couple of hit or miss storms. But look at this big area of red we have here on the map for Saturday, stretching all the way from Dallas up through Wichita and Omaha, all the way up to Fargo. So we're looking at a widespread area, a lot of these heavily populated areas, as well as Oklahoma City and Wichita. So we've got this setup with these winds that are coming from the surface at the south, and then we've got the southwesterly winds in the mid-level. So that is creating that spin. We're also getting all of this fed in by the Gulf moisture as well, our jet stream far to the north. So all of those ingredients really culminating again in the potential for a severe weather outbreak. Torcon a 4 for northwest Texas for your Saturday. We have a 5 on the Torcon scale for western and central Oklahoma and Kansas. So that is about a 50% chance of a tornado within 50 miles. And central and eastern Nebraska, you're at a Torcon of 4 as well. So could be a very dangerous weekend once again, even stretching all the way up to the Twin Cities in Minneapolis. Friday, you're fine today, but then tomorrow we're looking at some of those storms reaching your area by the afternoon and evening, looking at some more hit or miss storms coming on Sunday as well. And then Monday we start to see things taper off. But I think it's important to point out that all of those little spins Jen was pointing out in California, those are going to continue to feed the moisture that's coming in here to the plains in particular. So we're looking at a stormy pattern.
Yeah, a very busy weekend ahead, again, like last weekend. So let's talk more about this weekend's severe weather threat. Greg Carbon is warning coordination meteorologist for the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Greg, thanks again for being here with us. We've been talking about the severe threat for this upcoming weekend for the last couple of days. Is everything still on progress, you think, as we would have expected?
Oh, absolutely. I think Julie set it up very well there. What's really interesting this morning, I was looking at the upper air pattern this morning with respect to last week at this time. So if you go back to last Friday, very similar but somewhat different. And it's the differences that will play into how this severe weather event unfolds both late today and then through tomorrow and Sunday. But right now, the upper air pattern with that anomalous, very strong low pressure system off the coast or over California and the strong jet stream coming across the southwest United States, that will emerge basically on the same timing we saw last weekend, late tonight through Saturday, and it will spur the severe weather activity through the weekend in episodes. It'll be episodic. Today, probably Nebraska, even up into portions of northeast Colorado. Tomorrow, the entire system begins to emerge, and you get much more widespread potential from Nebraska all the way through Texas by the end of Saturday night, Sunday.
So, Greg, what's different between last weekend and this weekend that you see?
Well, without getting too technical, there is an interesting pattern in the jet stream. Last weekend, we sort of had a subtropical jet, and we were talking about this jet that was coming out in upper levels of the atmosphere early, ahead of the larger scale trough. There were basically 2 jet streams last weekend. If you look at this morning's upper air, it's one consolidated, very strong jet that's basically wrapping around this upper low, and it will tend to just travel along and across the high plains and into the central plains tomorrow. Very strong flow aloft. We're talking 85 to 100 miles an hour, about 15,000 feet above the surface, and that provides the shear necessary for severe storms. I'll be keeping a very close eye on it because I'm actually about ready to leave and drive to Kansas City to attend my son's graduation ceremony, and I'm going to be right in that corridor just like a lot of other people, so I need to keep a close eye, especially tomorrow.
And Greg, with this system, are we looking at the potential for long-lived supercells in this area, or would this be more the individual type cellular storms?
Well, with any severe weather outbreak, there's usually multiple modes. So you may start out with these individual supercells that pose a threat, a very localized threat for giant hail and even tornadoes, possibly long track. But as an event unfolds, as an outbreak unfolds, normally with a large-scale system like this, these storms congeal, you'll get storms to merge, and you'll essentially get this extensive squall line. And some of the model indications are that by late Saturday into Sunday, we'll see an extensive line of thunderstorms, and along that line, you'll have potential for high wind and even more tornadoes, but it will be hundreds of miles long, and it will be a squall line moving east across portions of the plains, southern plains, and probably toward the Mississippi Valley by Sunday.
Yeah, we've got a lot of rain out there already today, Greg, thunderstorm activity too. Do you think clouds today that are going to help maybe mitigate some of the storms from forming later on?
Well, we can always hope so, and in fact, that's exactly what happened last weekend. If you remember Saturday, we were thinking of along the same lines, a very high risk, not high risk, but moderate risk last week. Clouds early in the day tended to temper the instability, and you ended up getting severe weather, but really not in the corridor that we would have expected it. We got another round of thunderstorms here in Norman this morning, started at 5 a.m. We're now in our second wettest May on record, and we're not even halfway through the month.
All right, and more to come this weekend. Greg Carbon from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations to your son on his graduation, and hoping for some sunshine for the festivities.
That's right. Coming up, we're going to take a closer look at the exact timing for the severe weather.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Lennox makes the quietest system you can find. So even though it's the most powerful force in your home, it won't sound like it is.
For more information, contact your local Lennox dealer.
We like to eat healthy. We like to let our pets eat healthy. We'll go down an aisle and we'll say, Gus, you know what? Today you pick it out. The salmon, is it going to be the liver? Is it going to be rice?
PetSmart has food choices to fit your kids' unique needs, like Blue Buffalo made with the finest natural ingredients. Because pethood's better with a partner.
Constipated? Dulcolax tablets can cause cramps, but not Phillips. It has magnesium and works more naturally than stimulant laxatives for gentle, cramp-free relief of occasional constipation.
That works.
Live the regular life. Phillips.
Joseph A. Bank presents the Summer Stock-Up Sale. Suits starting at $149. Executive shirts and ties, Stays Cool sportswear, and Traveler sports shirts and polos, 3 for $99. Sale ends Monday. Joseph A. Bank, the new tradition since 1905.
The 70% savings event begins now at Men's Warehouse. Save up to 70% on clearance items, including suits, sport coats, dress shirts, sport shirts, ties, and shoes. Plus, buy one, get one free on even more. Only at Men's Warehouse.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service certified asthma and allergy friendly. It's our new standard of clean. Call about our $99 carpet cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
I smoked a lot and quit a lot, but ended up nowhere. Now I use this.
The Nicoderm CQ patch with unique extended release technology helps prevent the urge to smoke all day.
I want this time to be my last time. That's why I choose Nicoderm CQ.
The amazing, delicious cinnamon and sugar taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and cold milk. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Crave those crazy squares.
I got red dirt stains on my boots and jeans. Careless fingers from my guitar strings. Wild like the wind in the tall pine trees. I got roots and I got wings.
Quiet! Mom has a headache!
Had a headache, but now I don't. Excedrin is fast.
In fact, for some, relief starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin.
Wow, that was fast.
Okay, ladies. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got this.
Oh, no, I'll get it.
Let me get it. I don't want you to pay for this.
It's not happening, honey.
Let her get it. She got her safe driving bonus check from Allstate last week, and it's her treat.
What about a tip?
Oh, here's one. Get an Allstate agent.
Nice.
Switch today and get 2 safe driving bonus checks a year for driving safely, only from Allstate. Call 866-788-0900 now.
Here we go. Hold on, man. Is that a leak up there? That's a drip.
Okay.
Now that's a leak.
That is a leak.
And if you don't have Allstate Renters Insurance, game over.
Protect your valuables from things like water damage for as low as $4 a month when you add renter's insurance to your Allstate auto policy. Call 866-788-0900 now. And if you're a safe driver, you can save up to 45%.
Just a few more ways Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
Call a local Allstate agent today.
Well, let's do it on the side of the car.
Through the fence post? I didn't know if Dodge was a damn canoe.
Holy crap, Dad, this is scary.
Oh, I hate to say it, but this is a great example of what not to do. A view of the high water there from Atoka, Oklahoma earlier this week. Some folks driving through it. This is what gets you into trouble because it does not take much. In fact, just a few inches of water can displace your vehicle and get you into serious trouble very quickly. We do have more rain to come in the south. It's pretty relentless in places like Texas. Look at what you have accumulated here in Dallas, Texas, just for your May rainfall totals. We're talking about a foot of rain, just incredible amounts there. And we're looking at very heavy rain throughout the Lone Star State, all the way up to Oklahoma. Kansas also getting some very heavy rain as well in the month of May. And we certainly have more to come. In fact, we have flash flood alerts. These go through Sunday for Dallas all the way down in through Waco. San Antonio, Texas, out toward Del Rio as well. Expecting another couple of rounds of storms at least coming in. And we're starting to see some of those storms bubble up. Some of that heavier rain right now south of San Antonio, where we actually have some flash flood warnings out right now just to the west of Corpus Christi. Dallas, you're starting to see a few storms as well as places in Oklahoma as well. But Jen, the bad thing is this pattern isn't really going to change. We're going to keep seeing more rain even through next week in these same areas.
And it's a huge concern. And Julie, while you were talking, a new flash flood warning came out for that area, just extending the warnings that you have there all the way through this afternoon till 3:15. So big concern today is the flooding that we're seeing, the flash flooding concerns. Big concern right through today, tomorrow, and Sunday will be the risk for thunderstorms that turn severe. So let's go ahead into Sunday and take a look at the risk here in Chicago. So we look at thunderstorms potentially coming in overnight into the early morning, and we'll see that here tracking in through about 10 o'clock all the way through the afternoon. After that, the front will come through and we will get to clear out, but we will be looking at least until then that risk of thunderstorms and possible strong damaging winds. Another risk will be the risk for hail and also a tornado risk. So first of all, you can see the red zone, very large area here on Sunday. We're going to have a front that kind of stretches all the way back out here right across the plains. As we track Sunday's risk, we've got our jet stream energy, big upper level low as well. The surface low will be here and on the move. So the warm front by this point will be all the way up into southern Canada. Lots of moisture returning to the area. That's going to lead to the instability. Turning of the winds with height, that's also going to add to the instability. Also, stronger winds as you go up into the atmosphere too, going to add to the instability. We've got the risk of tornadoes, a 3 on the Torcon in parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, eastern Iowa, northwestern Illinois. It's a 3. It's a busy weekend out here, so to make sure you know if you're in the risk area. Minneapolis, for us, your timing is early Sunday, improvement into the evening. Now, since we have Torcons of 4s and 5s across the plains starting today, now's a good time to look at how we determine the strength of tornadoes. Meteorologist Mark Elliott explains how it all focuses on the damage.
In order to give a tornado its EF scale rating, we don't actually measure the winds inside it. Instead, we look at the damage afterwards. For an EF0, there's not too much damage at all, maybe a couple of shingles getting blown off. By EF1, far more shingles coming off of the roof, and we might start to see a piece of the roof coming down. By EF2, much bigger problems. Entire pieces of the roof can get sheared off, while the entire house could actually get shifted on the foundation. EF3 comes around and we start to see wall problems. The walls, the exterior walls can start to tip inwards. By EF4, even those interior walls can start to collapse. That's when the small rooms that we tell you to hide in might not even save you. And by EF5, the entire house can get blown off the foundation, nothing left but a slab.
Wow, well, that's a pretty good depiction of what exactly happens. And we have more severe weather to talk about in Texas this weekend, all courtesy of what we call the dry line.
All right, so coming up, a deep dive into this weather phenomena.
It's nearly Memorial Day, so hurry into Lowe's for these great deals, like up to 30% off select major appliances, $3.96 and more. Plus, select perennials now 3 for $10. So before this Memorial Day, come to Lowe's and enjoy special savings.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with intimacy. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to viewers of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for viewers of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait.
Call right now to get your free bottle while it's still free. Call 1-800-254-0215 or visit superbeta.com. That's 1-800-254-0215.
In a matter of seconds, your life can change.
We have kids still in school.
And it just hit us.
This was it.
The Weather Channel's most watched original program is back.
Things are just going everywhere. It was a nightmare.
And then it was silent.
This is just the beginning of what's to come.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds. Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Thompson's Water Seal Waterproofing Stain. The seal you can trust with stain and sealer in one and easy to choose colors. Exceptional beauty and protection have never been easier. Thompson's Water Seal Waterproofing Stain. Available at the Home Depot.
It's a beautiful day to use Thompson's Water Seal.
We all enter this world with a shout. Robert! And we see no reason to stop. So CVS Health is creating industry-leading programs and tools that help people stay on medicines as their doctors prescribed. It could help save tens of thousands of lives every year. And that would be something worth shouting about. CVS Health, because health is everything.
One of the foot's favorite rituals happens at the water's edge. Here they must look their best. Smooth, beautiful skin is an advantage. The others can only hide in shame. Introducing the new Dr. Scholl's Dreamwalk Express Pedi.
Are you still getting heartburn flare-ups? Time for a new routine. Try Nexium 24-Hour, the latest choice for frequent heartburn. Get complete protection. Nexium Level Protection.
Well, sir, after some serious consideration, I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts? This is a devastating blow I was not prepared for.
Well, I'm going to finish packing my things. 15 years will really sneak up on you.
Jennifer will do your exit interview, and Adam made you a cake.
Red velvet.
Oh, thank you.
I made this.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Xfinity sales professionals are always on the go, meeting new people every day. They're helping families get the latest Xfinity products and services. And they're making customers happy. Jumpstart your career with the best sales training in the industry. Great benefits like discounts on your own Xfinity services and the potential for high earnings. Have what it takes? Apply today and see what doors open for you.
If you're not happy with how your allergy medicine treats your congestion, rethink relief with Nasacort Allergy 24-Hour. Unlike antihistamines that target only one cause of your symptoms, Nasacort stops more, relieving the worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. It's non-addictive and has no harsh taste, and unlike Flonase, it's scent and alcohol-free. And it's available over the counter at full prescription strength. Rethink your relief with Nasacort. It stops more of what makes you miserable.
All you got to do is show us something that's amazing out there. We love to see your pictures. Every picture you share, we'll try to share it as well right here on AMHQ.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. Well, a lot of times when we're talking about severe weather in the plains, at the center of that is called the dry line. So I want to explain to you a little bit about the dry line, what it means. Basically, you have the winds much similar to what we have for the setup this weekend, by the way. We have winds coming up here from the south, coming from the Gulf of Mexico, and then we have those southwesterly winds coming often in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. So those two coming together, we've got the warm, moist air, and then the hot, dry air meeting up in the middle is the dry line, and that is often where we see these storms trigger. If we take a look at this particular area right in here, when those air masses come together, they do not mix well, and we are looking at the potential for clouds to break through that cap, as we call it, of warm, dry air. So once that happens, that is the energy that we see often spark those storms. So here's a look at the dry line. If we look at the satellite imagery here, you would see it right back in this area here, where you see some clouds right here out in front of that. So when we're talking about dry lines, that is what we mean, those meetings of those opposite air masses coming together, and where they meet in the middle is very often where we will see the development of severe weather, Jen.
It's going to be one of the focuses for this weekend's severe weather threat. We'll take a look at the areas that are with the risk of tornadoes. We have the Torcons out for, and we've got North Platte, Nebraska today, this evening, really. A 4 on the Torcon, a 5 in Wichita, Kansas. That's for Saturday evening. Sunday evening, we've got Madison, Wisconsin, and that is a 3 on the Torcon. Remember, if you multiply your Torcon by 10, that gives you a % chance of a thunderstorm with a tornado. So we're talking 40% in North Platte, Wichita 50%, Madison it is 30%. weekend. These are some numbers out here that we're watching right through the weekend here. Want to make sure you know the full areas, the full extent of the areas that we are concerned about. Today, you know, all the way from Elk City in Oklahoma up into South Dakota, really, we've got the red zone. So it's not just the tornado risk. We also have the risk for damaging winds, the risk for hail as well. There's going to be a lot of moisture out there, so I think we're going to keep that flash flooding risk going for some certain areas as well. I mean, you look at this, all of this moisture that's going to be returning. This is this afternoon at 4 o'clock. We're going to be looking for all of this Gulf moisture returning yet again. I know we have plenty out there already, but more to come. Plus, we're going to see this dry line setting up. And the dry line does move, by the way. So through the day today, we'll see it progress eastward a bit, and then overnight tonight, it will go back westward. It will be one of the things that lifts the air. When you have moist air, it rises easier than dry air. So the dry line will come in and will help get the air going. In this area right here, this is where we have the greatest available energy. This is the area where when clouds get going, they have the potential to really grow tall in the atmosphere if there's something to lift them. And that dry line will be one of the things we watch to do that. Another thing we watch to do that will be getting some help here from the mid to upper level winds. That will also add to the instability. We're going to see very strong mid to upper level winds coming in, moving out of the southwest as we get into the weekend, moving right into this area Friday and then Saturday and Sunday, and then progressing here as we get you right through the weekend. So for today, southern South Dakota on the Torcon, it's a 5. It's that turning of the winds that we start to watch here to really cause the concern for rotation in thunderstorms. A 4 into Nebraska, a 3 into western Kansas, and extreme northeastern Colorado. And those are the areas of concern today. Tomorrow, we've got a very large red zone as well. You know, in these areas, we could see thunderstorms with strong damaging winds with hail, but then we also have the tornado risk as well when we see everything come together. This is Saturday. Again, southerly winds at the surface. The dry line is going to be one of the places that we watch for a focus, and we are going to be watching for with the area of energy, the highest right here from Minnesota down into Texas, where everything comes together. These strong to upper level winds as well. Places like Kansas and Oklahoma will watch for that tornado risk, the highest for you tomorrow. Julie.
And as Jen mentioned, we do have concern over tornadoes for this weekend. So here's some advice to help keep your family weather ready in a tornado warning. If you are in a home with a basement, do avoid the windows. You want to get into the basement under some kind of sturdy protection or cover yourself with thick padding or a sleeping bag. A mattress is good if you can drag one down there. If you are in a house without a basement, a dorm or an apartment, you'll avoid the windows. You want to go to the lowest floor. Small center room like a bathroom or a closet are very good options. You want to go under a stairwell or an interior hallway with no windows. Crouch down and cover your head with your hands.
All right, what about an office building? That may be the case today, right? Go directly to an enclosed windowless area in the center of the building, lowest floor possible. Interior stairwells are usually good places to take shelter.
More on the severe weather when we come back
in 60 seconds.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 83. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Friday edition of Weather Center Live. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Jen Carfagna.
And I'm Julie Martin. And here we go again. Another weekend with more storms, severe storms, and the potential of tornadoes.
So we've got it covered. Who is on alert for what? We are expecting another widespread severe weather outbreak. So we'll break down the timing day by day and let you know what you can expect so you can be on alert.
And flood or famine in the West, experiencing torrential rainfall, but really a small drop in the bucket when it comes to the drought. We're going to take a look at just how much more rain will be needed to help.
And that includes places like San Diego. We could set a record for the month of May. It's been raining yesterday, will rain today. So how much more can we expect? We'll let you know.
But the big story today, of course, the threat of even more severe weather. And for today, we are looking at places like Nebraska, South Dakota, even portions of western Oklahoma getting in line for the potential of damaging winds, hail, and even isolated tornadoes throughout the day today. But we have an even bigger threat as we move through the weekend. Jen is tracking all of the severe weather.
Yeah, starting with the radar right now, pretty active out there with some showers and storms now into parts of Nebraska that we're watching. This one area right towards the Lincoln area with the risk of severe weather. So let's zoom into that warning. We've got an active warning right now in Lancaster County. This goes until 10:15 local time. You can see it's pretty much overhead in Lincoln, Nebraska. You might have turned us on so you can see what's happening. This is the cell we are tracking. It is moving to the north at 30 miles per hour. But one thing I'm noticing is it's sort of bent back a little bit. So I think we're going to be in this for a little bit longer than we might have been about 15 minutes ago. It's back building slightly. Now, Waverly, 1012, Valley, 1108, 1126, Arlington, and 1147 Blair as we track this north and northeast here over the next half hour to 45 minutes. Watching that cell for hail as the main risk, and our radar estimating it might be as much as ping pong size hail. That's going to be a concern with storms that we see getting into today and tomorrow and Sunday for that matter. So what's driving all of that is a big dip in the jet stream coming in across portions of the west. The reason why we got hail in Las Vegas yesterday and heavy rain and causing flash flooding in the San Diego area, all related to what's happening across the middle of the country. You noticed a couple spins. This one right here coming into Southern California, that's going to cause some heavier rain for you. A couple more spins out there across the west. A lot of energy in our pattern. And so we're going to see this all digging in right across the plains as we get through today and tomorrow. Upper level energy, surface low developing, cold front, warm front, and also the dry line will be triggers to lift the air. And we got lots of moisture returning. Moist air generally lifts easier than dry air, so we're going to see this air rise pretty easily. Storm clouds develop pretty easily as we get you through today. Now today the red zone includes Scottsbluff, Grand Island, down towards Elk City. We are concerned about tornadoes today. I want to show you that Torcon. We've got a 4 in southern South Dakota. We go down into Nebraska, also concerned about the risk for tornadoes. A 4 here as well in western and central Nebraska, including far eastern Wyoming too, and then a 3 in western Kansas and extreme northeastern Colorado. Tomorrow, the risk continues and actually goes up a bit. Julie has more on that.
And we're watching places like Oklahoma City. So good morning to you. Cloudy out there right now. Some scattered storms likely today. You're at 71 degrees, a little overcast, and some more thunderstorms expected for you tomorrow night as well. In fact, tomorrow evening is one of our areas of concern because that's when it's looking like some of these ingredients might really get going here in Oklahoma City. For today, we will see a mix. We'll see maybe some spotty storms throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Tomorrow night, things will ramp up likely very much. 74 degrees will be your high. And then Sunday, we are in the clear with plenty of sunshine and conditions should quiet down for you there in Oklahoma City. But let's take a look at the severe thunderstorm forecast for tomorrow. A very large red zone stretching all the way from Dallas up through Kansas and Nebraska, all the way up into North and South Dakota. So we are looking at a widespread area, heavily populated areas, including Oklahoma City and Wichita for tomorrow. Here is the setup. As Jen was mentioning, we have these winds coming up out of the surface from the south, from the Gulf of Mexico, some mid-level winds coming together as well. So all of that moisture really feeding into this system. Our jet is retreated far to the north. So all of these ingredients starting to come together and really ramping up as we move in through Saturday. A Torcon of 4 for northwest Texas. We have a Torcon of 5 for you here in western and central Oklahoma and Kansas. So that's about a 50% chance of a tornado within a 50-mile radius. A 4 here in central and eastern Nebraska for tomorrow as well. So it could be a very dangerous day out there in places like Omaha also. Again, we are looking at things to start ramping up by mid to late afternoon tomorrow and continuing in through the evening hours. In fact, some of those really strong storms could be in the late night hours, Jen. Of course, one of the most dangerous times. Then the severe weather moves on for Sunday.
And we think there could be actually a line ongoing overnight into Sunday morning that we're continuing to track. Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, all spots So could see severe weather continuing into Sunday and actually beginning for you in a place like Chicago on Sunday. Let's look at Chicago. You know, we are going to be watching for the risk of thunderstorms early in the day, continuing through at least the midday hours. Chicago, you go off to church in the morning and maybe the storms aren't quite there yet, but they will be moving in. You can see 11 o'clock all the way through 7 o'clock at night. We've got the risk of thunderstorms. There may be a few into the overnight as well, but Monday will be your all clear day in Chicago. Let's look at Sunday's risk area. The red zone going from the upper Midwest, Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, all the way down into Texas and Louisiana, including Dallas and Shreveport. We're going to be watching for the risk of thunderstorms, damaging winds, hail, going to be some of the main risks, but there is that tornado risk. We've got our upper level energy. We're going to have some turning of the winds. And Sunday, we watch areas like northern Illinois, like Wisconsin. You have surface winds from the south, mid to upper level winds from the southwest. And when the winds turn with height, and also when they get stronger with height, which we will also see, that's when it leads to the risk of rotating supercell thunderstorms and that tornado risk. So Sunday in Wisconsin and Minnesota, a 3 on the Torcon. That's a 3 out of 10. We go to eastern Iowa, northwestern Illinois, a 3 on the Torcon. Again, a 3 out of 10 risk of tornadoes there for you. Let's look at Minneapolis. For us, we've got both Saturday and Sunday in the mix. We're going to be looking for thunderstorms, maybe continuing through the overnight into the early morning hours. Timing for you is, through the morning into the early afternoon. Thunderstorm chances here. By evening, we should see clearing, and we'll get some clearing skies. Big changes coming your way Monday here with a big cool down, but hopefully get the storms out of there so you can have a little Sunday evening to enjoy. Julie.
All right, Jen, we're also tracking a very active weather day in the west right now. So coming up, where scenes like this are taking place in California and where rainfall records could fall today. We're also looking at the severe weather that includes Grand Isle, Nebraska for you, looking like things will ramp up mid to late afternoon, continuing just past dinner time. And we're looking at the possibility of hail, damaging winds, and isolated tornadoes.
Wow, sweet new Subaru, huh, Mitch? Yep. You're selling the Mitch Mobile? Man, we had a lot of good times in this baby. What's your dad want for it? Like 150 grand. 200 if they want that tape deck. You're not gonna tell your dad about the time my hamster had babies in the back seat, are you? That's just normal wear and tear, dude.
Subaru has the highest resale value of any brand, according to Kelley Blue Book. And Mitch. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
There are no medals won for earning a living. It's just what you do for family. But it's hard to build a future if you can't see past today. That's why Walmart is investing in the most important part of our company, our people. Because a raise in pay raises us all.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. A government study reports thousands of workers have been diagnosed with asbestos-related mesothelioma. To compensate those affected, asbestos trusts have been established with $30 billion in initial funding. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. Act now. Call 1-800-950-MESO for a free consultation. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available. Then call us. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone.
Everything must come to an end, even the dollars.
This is the biggest challenge that any of us have ever faced.
We ain't gonna show them who we are!
Oh no, she has no underwear on. We have a commando situation. She's turning.
No, she's coming, she's coming! Who run the world?
Rated PG-13.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sunshine and clouds mixed. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 86. Tonight, variably cloudy with scattered thunderstorms. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mixed clouds and sun with scattered thunderstorms. High 85. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Monday morning, where are those weekend severe thunderstorms headed next? And you can hear thunder, but now can you see it? It all starts at 5 Eastern on Wake Up with Al and 7 Eastern on AMHQ.
Are you sending your kids to school with an allergy medicine that may make them drowsy? Only Children's Claritin provides non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief.
And it's the #1 pediatrician recommended non-drowsy brand.
In class and out, your kids can live Claritin Clear.
Are you missing out on life because you're putting off neck or back surgery? Call Laser Spine Institute, the leader in minimally invasive spine surgery, to learn how a less than 1-inch incision can have you up and walking within a few hours of surgery, free from chronic back pain, and with no hospital stay and no lengthy recovery. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with spinal stenosis, bulging or herniated disc, sciatica, or other chronic conditions, call today for your MRI review.
When you're in that much pain and you live on painkillers, you really don't have quality of life. I feel like Laser Spine Institute was an answer to prayer. It's just the heavens had opened up and it was like, I can live again.
If you've been told you might need neck or back surgery, call 1-855-401-BACK for your MRI review.
Laser Spine Institute, a less than 1-inch incision, a lifetime of standing tall.
The weekend storms are all beginning in the west, and that is where the energy is coming from. Check out some of these scenes. Storms and torrential rains causing havoc in a lot of these areas.
I mean, what a mess out here. This is, certainly a lot of weather for us in our wet season, but in May, this is a big deal. We've got cars stuck in standing water in San Diego, hail in Las Vegas, and check out Los Angeles. Field crew had a little trouble getting the tarp out at Dodger Stadium.